This video is a room makeover when we split our 6-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl into separate rooms so they could have their own space. Our nighttime routine was becoming a struggle, and it was clear that their ages deemed it valuable to split them up for the next season. And since we had an extra room, we decided to just do it. This arrangement will allow them more individual time in the evening, and we will use it to teach them more responsibility because they will have the task of taking care of their new room. But before we can get started, we have to figure out some organizational issues. So this spare room, we were keeping our emergency food storage inside of here. So we needed to find a new solution for putting that stuff somewhere. So we decided to get this shelving unit from Costco. It was only $100. It's actually a really great deal. And Benjamin and Brandon put it together.
Your help, Benjamin, you've been a huge help actually. I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed. I couldn't have done all this as fast without you, but you actually helped Daddy this time for real.
But I think I know how I can do the top.
Think you know how to do the top by being taller?
This room makeover happened over a week's time because we had several stages that we had to go through before we could actually move their beds. So this was phase 1 earlier in the week.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Right here?
Hold on, and that's where we'll put the bottom one, okay?
I so wish I could have a whole room that's a pantry, but for now, this will do.
One more short and one more long.
That's it?
Yep.
Get them in there.
I will have a pantry organization and emergency food storage video coming up, so if you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed down below and comment because I want to know who's going to be watching this when I upload it. This paneling that he's taking off of the wall is going to come in clutch to helping make this space a divided area where he can have his own room in the front half of this room, and then the back half is going to be organization for all of our food storage. It's so nice when you have children that get to be an age where they can actually start helping and being useful. And this definitely requires work and intentionality, which we are trying to get better at. I loved making these spaces for their individual personalities and making it so comfy cozy.
Ready. Ta-da!
Wow!
You like it, Brielle?
Wow, Mommy likes it.
I bet she does. Is it worth $100?
Huh?
It's really
So now my question is,
Okay.
assuming you need to mount it before I put anything on it.
Not necessarily, no. There's a little cable thing I'm going to put into an anchor.
You need to do the other thing before I put stuff on it. Well, that's just stay over there. Yeah. Cool, baby. Thanks, Benjamin, for helping Daddy. High five.
Benjamin was a really, actually, legit, babe, really good helper.
And Brielle helped me make dinner.
Really? You did, Brielle? Hey, look at me.
Hey, babe. Hey, high five for eating all your dinner.
All of it, son.
all the dinner.
Great job, Brielle. Here you go. What are you doing up there? You're sitting up there?
I want to sit up there.
Here you go. Watch your head. Duck.
No.
Your head? Okay, go ahead. I don't have my phone. So. Yep.
Where did the camera go? Oh, hold on. Watch him.
Okay.
What do you think about that, huh?
Stirring enough?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're smiling? You can't fall? Brielle, come here.
I will not.
You gotta come down. It's time to come down, silly. Come on.
And it's time for my favorite part, which is organizing the shelving unit. So I've got all of our 5-gallon buckets down here, and I'm just trying to put everything in an organizational way that makes sense according to how we use them and all the things that we have extra. And so I've got chips on the top, which are very lightweight. All of the cans are gonna go on like the third shelf there. And then I've got more bulk stuff on the bottom 2 shelves. I love being able to organize small spaces, and I have definitely had the chance over the last almost 10 years of our marriage. We've lived in 3 different places, and we have had to become very creative with the space that we have. Today's the day of the switcheroo. It's early. I'm not totally ready yet, but I wanted to show you where we left off the other day because we did change a couple of things in this room, which is going to be Benjamin's room. All right, so we moved his desk and the dresser, chest of drawers already the other night. So this stuff's going to go in Brielle's room. Still not sure where that's going. I don't know. But rocking chair will stay. The biggest thing is you guys saw us put together the shelving unit, but it was against that back wall, and we were going to put this here still as like divider, but we ended up turning it around. So Brandon cut the top off so it fit because it was 8 feet. So we still have to figure out lighting over here because there is like no lighting, but this is the shelving unit over here. Okay, buddy, I'll be right there. So this is our emergency storage / backup pantry here. This shelf is awesome. It was $100 at Costco, which is, I feel like, a great deal. Super easy to put together. You helped Daddy, right? Yeah. And so it is working amazing. Holds all the stuff, all just contained so that Benjamin can have this whole part of the room. Okay, so this is Brielle's room. So she's gathering her animals into here. So this part is going to be storage in her room. So we've got boxes of things here, and then her bed's going to go where Benjamin's is right now. That's going to move to his room. So that will go over that way. And then this is going into Benjamin's room. So we're going to do a little shiftaroo after we disassemble that and put it together over there. And then, guys, stop. And the benches are going to go like here and here, and her clothes are going to go underneath right there. So this is a little in progress shot here. All right, where's our list? And you know what? Anytime you're going to be doing some reorganization project like this one, take the time to do a little cleaning. Like I was like, you know what? I'm going to just change their bedding because it's probably due because, you know, I'm a little bit lazy about it. But I also took the time to vacuum underneath all of the furniture, which I don't know. I just remember my mom always doing it, and now I can't imagine not doing it. So Benjamin's helping me. We're going to be taking apart these beds. Well, the one, because it's going to move out into the next room and it won't fit through the doorway. So it's super easy to do anyways. Brandon actually built those beds, and they were originally bunk beds. Those water things are going down to our utility room, where we have 2 other vents. Also, I would like to note that we did get that outdoor shed for our patio, and that has become a huge help in us being able to do this because we were able to move a bunch of stuff out of our utility room / laundry room and into that shed outside, so we can move some of the stuff that was in here down into the utility room, and it's been a huge help. So those water bottles are going down there, which are technically emergency food storage, but they're super heavy and I don't want to get them from up here if we need them. Down below, do your kids share rooms, and if they do, what ages are they? Because I'm super interested in seeing what other families do. Also, do you have a space in your house where you store emergency supplies, whether it be food or medical or extra whatever you may need for your household? Let me know in the comments down below. Does anyone else adults just love the sense of productivity that time lapses give you. Like, I don't know, they're so motivating for me. So this is Brielle's room now, and we had to do a little bit of a Tetris working here to figure out how to get everything that we needed to get in here and lined up, but in like a sensible way. So what we ended up doing is actually moving these benches around, which you're gonna see, and this allowed us to actually fit one more table in here that we didn't really have a space to put it in the rest of the house. And it was a table that Brandon built, so he actually didn't want to get rid of it or anything. And so this is what we ended up doing. So it went through a couple of phases. This is phase 2, and then the next phase 3, is what we ended up going with. Here it is. Here's the table that he built. If you guys have been following us for a little while, you know that we tend to err on the side of frugality and trying to save money where we can so that we can spend it in areas that we really need to. So the only thing that we spent money on to do this split up room makeover was the shelving unit, which you saw, and I got a new rug for Brielle, so that's the pink thing down here, and everything else we did not buy. So all of the new bedding that I gave her was gifted to us from a friend of ours. We ended up rearranging curtains, and Benjamin kept all of the same stuff he had. And by just pulling stuff from other spots in the house that, you know, maybe it wasn't working in that area and needed a refresh, or just kind of rearranging things. Here's the room. So we're not totally done yet, but in general, this is like storage area over here, which might change a little bit over the next week or two as we figure out some things, but this is all her area and play area. So we've got a little book station, and all her clothes are under here instead of putting a dresser in here. And they have shoes and socks downstairs, both of them. So we have pajamas and underwear and other clothes in these 2 bins. And then all her animals fit in this cute little thing we got from a friend of ours. And we got some blankets, a little animal toy thing. The fan goes on the floor at night. We got her little bedside table that originally we had built for a pantry in our old house. But we found it in, you know, moving everything around, and decided to use that there. And then that table, Brandon built probably like 8 or 9 years ago in our first house. And so we just put it on risers so we can put some baskets underneath and use that for any storage that we want to do. And then this we bought when we first got married, so 10 years ago, from IKEA. And this actually goes with our dining room table, but we have chairs right now in the spot where that would go, which work a little bit better right now. So we just are storing this wherever. And so this works great as like a little, you know, stand-up play area. So she can do stuff up on there. And we didn't want to stack stuff because, you know, there's always the risk of everyone, little kids and stuff, pulling it down. So this is why we decided to do that. And then we've got a new comforter from a friend of ours. So I just made the bed. It will never look like this again, believe me. And a cute little blanket. So along with that new stuff and this new rug, which we got from Ross, she also got these curtains, which I just put on top of the black curtains, which used to be in Benjamin's room now. I just flipped them. So the ones that were in here, I put in there, and these I put in here so that they had the same kind of grommets, so I could just like put it on top. So it's like a little teal to purple on the bottom. So this is her room. Like, we're still gonna, you know, do a couple of things, decorative things here and there. I need to fill in this collage board, but I just haven't done it yet. I have a stack of things. And then this, I just didn't move anywhere yet, but I don't know, it's okay right there. Oh, and please pardon this. She colored on it with non-dry erase, so I gotta try to figure out how to get that off. All right, and here is Benjamin's room. So his bed was disassembled and then reassembled in here. And he has this little reading light, which is super cute. And he was using that last night. And it's also like a softer light than the overhead, which is like a daylight color. So he reads while I put Brielle down, and I come in here and talk with him and put him down. So we've got some books down there. His little alarm clock and little light comes in the mail in a couple of days so that he can have an alarm clock to wake up with and tell what time it is and stuff, because he gave his to Brielle. So that space is clear for that, and then they put their water bottles next to them, so his water bottle will go there. So he has like animals and stuff up here, little Vex creations. We've got the map up here, and we got a little Lego playing station down here. So he's got a little carpet mat thing and more animals here, which usually end up on the bed. And then all the Legos are under there. And then we got the rocker right here. He actually wanted the rocker in here, so we left it in here for him. I think he'll like to read in it. Over on this side, behind this panel, which was a brilliant idea of my husband's, we have all of our emergency food storage, which will be in a totally separate video. We're getting some lights to put in them. You can see in the mirror kind of how it's filled up. And that fan, we have to get an extension cord, but it'll go here in the middle of the night. But this will be a whole separate video, and I will, once the lights get in and I can actually like show you, because it's super dark over here, I'll tell you how we have everything organized and what we keep extra of, and I'll just kind of go through all that with you. So over here we have his little dresser, and with the diffuser and water, and his little diorama that he made for school, which is just super cute. He made this with Daddy. Still just the 2 drawers with clothes, and then the other 2 drawers are like art and creation and like papers and stuff like that. So he likes to do all that, so I'm all for that. And then his little desk here, which he's got some markers and stuff, and then this just opens up. He's got a whole bunch of stuff in there, but as long as it's contained, I'm fine with that. And he's got more markers down here. So that's his little station, and he'll probably be able to do homework there and all of that. And then we have this map, which was from when I was a child, and then that was from his baby shower. Things might change a little bit over time, but this is how it is now, and I think they both turned out super cute, and we're so excited for them to have their own space. They were loving it yesterday, playing on their rugs and just, you know, having a ball. So it was a good decision to do it now. You know, like I said in a couple videos ago, we were going to do it like by the end of the year, or when we decided if we were going to renew, or, you know, all of that kind of things. But it was a good idea to do it now. They both had such a great and easy time going to bed, and so it definitely was the right decision. So if you like organization videos, give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see how we organize our pantry and food, click right here. Until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together.